Chapter 6. A Mouse Named Mickey. Lillian Bounds was from Idaho. She had moved to Hollywood in 1923. She was 26 years old. Her boss, Walt, liked her spunky nature. Her short bobbed hair bounced when she laughed. Often, Walt would give Lillian a ride home after work. He was very proud of the new car he'd bought, a Ford Roadster. The two got to know each other on those rides. Finally, Walt asked Lillian out on a date. He even said he'd buy himself a new suit for the occasion. Lillian agreed, and Walt went shopping. Confident as he often seemed, he was shy around girls. In fact, he was 22 and still hadn't had a serious girlfriend. Walt showed up at Lillian's door dressed in a gray-green double-breasted suit, holding theater tickets. Lillian was charmed, and off they went. On July 13th, 1925, Walt and Lillian were married. They spent their honeymoon at Mount Rainier. On their wedding night, Walt had such a bad toothache that he couldn't sleep. To take his mind off the pain, he left the room and helped a porter shine shoes all night. The next morning, he went to the dentist and had his tooth pulled. It certainly wasn't the most fun way to start off marriage, but Walt had a good story to tell. Lillian quit her job at the studio, but staying home was lonely. Walt spent such long hours at work. In later years, sometimes after dinner, Lillian would go back to the studio with Walt and go to sleep on the sofa while he kept on working. For Christmas, Walt decided to find company for Lillian. He wrapped a big hat box with a ribbon and presented it to her on Christmas morning. Expecting a hat, Lillian opened the box and out popped a furry orange puppy. She named it Sunny. Soon, Sunny went everywhere with her. As for Walt, he was just as crazy about Sunny as Lillian was. Every night, Walt would tell Lillian how his new cartoon character was coming along. One story is that the mouse was first named Mortimer, but Lillian didn't like the name. Mortimer sounded too fancy. Instead, she suggested Mickey. No one can be sure if the story is exactly true. Walt often stretched to the truth to make a story more interesting. But one way or another, the new cartoon character got the name Mickey Mouse. He was skinny, with stick legs and a long tail, and a sharp face. He didn't look that much like Mickey Mouse everyone knows today. He also wasn't as nice. Early cartoons starring Mickey Mouse often show him playing mean tricks on other characters. As Mickey became everybody's hero, Disney saw he needed another character that was naughty, greedy, and rude in a funny way. That character was Donald Duck. Like most movies and cartoons at that time, the first Mickey Mouse cartoon, called Plain Crazy, was silent and in black and white. In Plain Crazy, Mickey was a daredevil pilot who tries to impress his girlfriend Minnie. The cartoon character came out not long after Charles Lindbergh became the first person to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. Mickey Mouse is so hugely popular today that it is hard to believe that Walt had no luck selling his first two Mickey Mouse cartoons. But it's true. No theater wanted to show Walt's mouse cartoons. Never one to give up, Walt asked himself what would make Mickey more exciting. His answer was sound. The first movie with sound came out in 1927. It was called The Jazz Singer and starred a popular actor named Al Jolson. But as of yet, there had never been a cartoon with sound. If Walt could do that, it would certainly grab the attention of audiences. In Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse whistles. His girlfriend Minnie says, "Yoo-hoo!" There was also music and other sound effects like doors slamming. Steamboat Willie was by far the best sound cartoon of its time. The manager of Colony Theater in New York City agreed to show it, and audiences loved it. Soon, other theaters started showing it. Walt quickly added soundtracks to his two earlier Mickey cartoons, and now was able to sell them to theaters as well. For later cartoons, Walt recorded himself doing the voices of both Mickey and Minnie. Now something really surprising happened. A manager of the theater in Ocean Park, California, came up with a great gimmick. He invited kids to come to his theater and watch hours and hours of Mickey Mouse cartoons. All the kids who showed up became members of a club called the Mickey Mouse Club. There were pie-eating contests and marble tournaments for club members. Walt visited the theater one afternoon and watched the 1,000 Mickey Mouse Club members screaming for the cartoon hero. Walt decided to start more clubs in other cities. Mickey Mouse clubs started to spring up all over America. At their meetings, kids recited the Mickey Mouse Club pledge. Mickey Mice do not swear, smoke, cheat, or lie. There was also a special club song, the Mickey Mouse Club, made Mickey Mouse cartoons even more popular, and the cartoons made even more kids want to join a Mickey Mouse Club. Soon, a Mickey Mouse cartoon strip drawn by Ub Iwerks was appearing in 40 newspapers around the country. Kids went crazy buying Mickey Mouse dolls, buttons, pencils, toothbrushes, and books. Walt had done something new, something big, just as he always hoped he would, and it was just the beginning.